Chelsea Football Club versus Manchester United this Thursday at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are welcoming Manchester United at the bridge for a crunch tie. And in this round of fixtures that we have this midweek, Chelsea, who are 11th with 40 points, are coming up against Manchester United, who are 6th in the league with 48 points. Both teams have one aim to at least qualify to be able to play European football, with the Manchester United are fighting for a spot in the Champions League next season, while Chelsea might be fighting for Europa League, because for the Champions League might seem too far for them at the moment, because we only have 9 games to play, and there's a big gap between fifth and 11th placed. We know this season we might see have five teams from the Premier League playing in the Champions League, and all depends on the progress of Arsenal and Manchester City in the Champions League this season. So looking into both team, we will start with Chelsea. Team news. Chelsea have injuries, and a number of players are out, with the likes of Romeo Lavia and Christopher Nkuku might be out for the rest of the season. Malo Gutso had a knock against Burnley, and also Ben Chilwell is also out with an apparent injury. Levi Colwill is also out with apparent injury. So Chelsea might have problems at the back, and Rhys James is also out, and he might not play this season again, and we might see him playing for Chelsea next season. So Chelsea have injury crisis at the moment. Even though they have injury crisis at the moment, they still have players available who can provide for Chelsea when they are in need. So looking at the predicted lineup that manager Mauricio Pochettino might go with against Manchester United, in goal he will go with Petrovic and the back four will be Axel Disasi, Badiashile, Thiago Silva, and Mark Cucurella. Levik's out, and also Malgutso might be out as well. In midfield, he always go with the Caicedo, being partnered with Conor Gallagher and Enzo Fernandez. Attack, that will be Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, and Raheem Sterling. I think this is the first 11 that Chelsea, or rather Mauricio Pochettino, might fill in to go up against Manchester United, who they lost at Old Trafford this season. Remember the 2-1 win for Manchester United, and Cole Palmer was in the score sheet in that game, although they lost. But they played well, and I think this is the first 11 that Chelsea might go with against Manchester United on Thursday. On the other hand, Manchester United received a huge injury blow this week, with defenders Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelof are out for at least 1 month. We all know that Lisandro Martinez has been out with an injury. He came back as a substitute for Manchester United against Brentford, but unfortunately he was injured in training, and he is now out again for another 1 month. Also out is Victor Lindelof, who is out for also 1 month. With Varane is saying that I might miss United games due to concussion problem. It's going to be a headache for Erik ten Hag, and we will be waiting for him to select his first 11, because he's having injury crisis mostly at the back at the moment. But looking at the first 11 that he might field against Chelsea, in goal he will go with none other than Andre Onana, being partnered with Varane might come in and start with Harry Maguire. But if Varane will not be fit, he will go with Willy Kamboala, because even Johnny Evans is not fit enough. So he will be having a headache. Maybe Casemiro can start as a defender as well. So we are waiting to see. But at the moment, he might go with Willy Kamboala or even Casemiro, partnering Harry Maguire as the 5. And also the fullbacks will be Diego Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So in back 4 for Manchester United against Chelsea, it's going to be yet another preparing in that sector. You know, Manchester United this season, they've had huge a number of injuries, and Ten Hag has not been able to select his first 11. Due to injuries, Erik Ten Hag has fielded different defensive partnership in the Premier League, and yet again against Chelsea, there's going to be a different defensive partnership for Manchester United. In midfield, I think he'll go with Kobe Mainu, Scott McTominay, and Bruno Fernandes. I think he will choose Scott McTominay over Mason Mount due to his energy in that midfield, and I think that will make him go with Scott McTominay ahead of Mason Mount. In the attack, will be Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund, and Alejandro Garnacho. So I think this is the first 11 that Erik ten Hag will field against Chelsea. This is what he have at the moment due to injuries. This is what Manchester United has got due to injuries, and they've been dealt with in that defensive line. You know, most players that are injured for Manchester United are defenders. You know, Johnny Evans, Rafael Varane is also might be out. Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelof are out due to injuries. Not forgetting Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, who is out with an unknown injury. So this is the first 11 and the first 11 for Manchester United and Chelsea that I think both managers Mauricio Pochettino and Erik ten Hag will go with in this game. Both teams are looking to qualify for European football next season. Chelsea are in the bottom 10 and they are looking to move in top 10 this week, as you know, they are 40 points and they have played 2 games less than Wolves, I think. So Chelsea will be looking for 3 points, and also United will be looking for 3 points because they both drew their last matches 1-1 for United and 2-2 for Chelsea. The head-to-head starts between Manchester United and Chelsea. You know, Chelsea have not won against Manchester United in the league since 2017. So Chelsea are winless against Manchester United in the Premier League for almost 7 years. United have won against Chelsea, and they have avoided a defeat in the Premier League against Chelsea for the past 7 years. Previously, they won 2-1 against Chelsea at Old Trafford. Scott McTominay is scoring, and also I think he scored a brace for Manchester United. So the statistics in the history favors Manchester United in this fixture, but you know, anything can happen, and that long run of Manchester United's unbeaten run against Chelsea might come to an end at Stamford Bridge, but also it can continue because in football anything can happen. So I think this game might end as a draw because looking at the both teams, they have their weakness and they have their strength, and I think their weakness are the same and their strength are also the same. So it's going to be a tough game, and I think a draw will be the most likely outcome of this fixture. This fixture is like that of Arsenal versus Manchester City in the Premier League last weekend, and I think this fixture between Chelsea and Manchester United might end as a draw. That's my prediction, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.